Here we are processing a fraction from an electronic scrap processor that apparently only contains very little copper. When you first look at it, only very few copper parts can be seen. We have fine cables and stranded cables that still contain a little copper.
Anteile zu sehen. Wir haben feine Kabel, die noch etwas, so Litzenkabel, die noch etwas Kupfer drin haben. Aus unserer Gesamtanlage benutzen
We are currently only using a few parts of our entire system. That means we go straight to the turbo mill and from there to a cyclone separator and a RAEE 151. We are currently separating plastic from metals with this system. Then we take this metal fraction on an F15 sorter where we then start with the separation of aluminium and copper.
Wo wir dann mit der Separierung von Aluminium und Kupfer beginnen.
Now we have the first metal fraction which contains all metals that have been removed from the plastic. This fraction is a mixed fraction of aluminium, copper, bronze and other metals, which are then sent to another sorting unit. Now we see the output group plastic which has changed significantly from the form. We now have a much smaller grain size, and have completely opened all stranded cables and separated them from the copper. The fraction is 100% copper free. After the materials had been freed from plastic on the first separating table, we sent this mix of materials to another sorting table, thus separating aluminium and copper. The aluminium is 100% free of copper, with brass and other heavier metals still being in the copper fraction.
Nach Durchführung des Tests haben wir die Ergebnisse in eine Tabelle.
After performing the test, we put the results in a table, and it shows that we have 10% copper, 8% aluminium and 74% plastic. Even if at the beginning it looked like there was no copper and aluminium in the electronic scrap to be recycled, the result still shows that there are enough metals to achieve a good result.
Metalle vorhanden sind, ein gutes Ergebnis zu erreichen.